Let's begin our detailed examination of the English Springer Spaniel with the head. From the front, the skull is fairly broad. The muzzle is about half the width of the skull. As the skull rises from the foreface, it makes a brow or stop, divided by a groove or fluting between the eyes. This groove continues upward and gradually disappears as it reaches the middle of the forehead. The amount of stop can best be described as moderate, a subtle rise where the muzzle blends into the upper head. The stop, well-developed eyebrows, and the chiseling of the bony structure around the eye sockets contribute to the Springer's beautiful and characteristic expression. This skull appears too narrow, while this dog's cheekbones are too heavy and rounded. This head is correct, seen from the front. Note again the characteristic English Springer Spaniel expression. From the side, the head should be impressive without appearing heavy, a combination of strength and refinement. The head should be in balance with the rest of the dog. In profile, the skull is of medium length and flat on top, with slight rounding at the back and sides. There is a moderate stop. The muzzle is about the same length as the skull, as seen here. See how the skull and muzzle lie in two approximately parallel planes. The nasal bone is straight. This dog has too much stop. The skull is too rounded and the nasal bone is not straight. This dog has too little stop, but the skull is also too rounded. This is also incorrect. What about this dog's skull? It appears too heavy throughout and should be penalized. This dog's nasal bone inclines downward, producing a down-faced look, which is undesirable for this breed. Remember that muzzle and skull should lie in approximately parallel planes. From the front, see how the muzzle is about half the width of the skull, which is correct. The nose is broad, with well-opened nostrils, and is black or liver-colored, depending on the color of the coat. Flesh-colored noses or spotted noses like this one are undesirable. The Springer's jaws should be of sufficient length to allow the dog to carry game easily. See how the upper lip comes down full and rather square to cover the line of the lower jaw, but not so much as to be pendulous or exaggerated. The teeth should meet in a close scissors bite and are strong and clean. Note that undershot or overshot jaws should be penalized. Any irregularity due to faulty jaw formation is to be severely penalized. The eyes are of medium size, like these, and are set rather well apart. Lids should be tight, with little or no haw showing. Color is according to the color of the coat. Dark hazel in liver and white dogs, like this. And black or deep brown, like this, in black and white dogs. These eyes are too round and prominent. And these light-colored eyes seriously detract from the typical soft, gentle expression of the English Springer. These loose, droopy lids with prominent haws are not correct and could lead to injury in the field. These eyes are properly shaped and set and are a critical component of this dog's characteristic Springer expression. The English Springer Spaniel's ears are set on about level with the line of the eye, but not too far back on the skull. The leather is thin, reaching to about the tip of the nose. The flaps are fairly wide and hang close to the head, standing neither up nor out. These ears are too short. And these ears are set too far back on the skull. Also incorrect is this too high ear set. Here again are the correct English Springer ears, set about on a level with the line of the eye, with thin leather and fairly wide flaps. See how they hang close to the head, standing neither up nor out. This is, in fact, a lovely head study overall. You can see how no one component is exaggerated or out of proportion, and how all combine to produce a pleasing, soft, gentle expression.